Shalom, it's me, Baht Of Zion, and guess what? We got to go ahead and get into some reaction, family, about these foolish people behind me on this screen. Not just one, but a total of 3 men, family. And guess what they did? Try to take somebody's house. Ooh, wait. Let's go ahead and get to this reaction video, shall we?
Southwest Houston home for 3 days in a row until one of them was finally charged with a crime. Court documents show they have been planning to move in for months. ABC 13's Maya Shea has covered a lot of squatting stories, but this one came right to her own neighborhood. She's live in Southwest Houston with the video of what happened. Maya, catch us up.
Yeah, that's pretty surprising. Now, the home behind me has been in foreclosure since February. It's empty, it's for sale. So the neighbors and I were frankly shocked on Monday when people tried to move in, not one day, not 2 days, but for 3 days in a row, and they almost got away with it.
Monday afternoon is when we first see this gray Volkswagen sedan pull into the foreclosed home's driveway. Over the course of several hours, they walk around, hang out in the driveway.
All right, family, let's pause it right here real quick. Now, if somebody's sitting here coming up to the house across the street or in the neighborhood where you are, and they just standing there for a few hours or whatever the case may be, right? And you being a neighbor and stuff like that, seeing this right here, things of that nature, right? Don't go out there and approach some people because you don't know what they got going on. Somebody might tell you, yeah, go and find out what's their business and why are they doing that. I'm telling you, don't do that, okay? Because you don't know what somebody got in their pocket. Don't you dare go do that. Call the law. Let the law do that. That's what they get your tax money for. Let them use your tax money and go figure it out on themselves, okay? Just letting y'all know. Stay safe, but stay vigilant. Let's continue.
The same group of 3 men returned on Tuesday, bringing blankets and bags and literally moving in.
Oh, so they acted like they having a whole slumber party out there. Bags, blankets, moving in. That sounds like a night stay to me. What do y'all think? Y'all ever had a night stay? Drop it in the comments, okay? Because I want to know. I know I had a couple of them myself, just being honest.
Houston police again show up, and eventually, after several hours, the alleged ringleader, Kafil Tunsel, was given a trespass warning, and the trio leaves again. But Tunsel would not be deterred. He returned Wednesday with new documents just filed with the Harris County clerk, claiming he owned.
Okay, this Hansel, whatever the hell his name is. Okay, he just came back with some documents now from these people. What court says the time about he owned the house. Now, these court people, they slow. Why they can't go up there and ask this man to provide legal documentation that you own the house? Because anybody can do what they just did right here. Just walk around and say, hey, I think that house looks nice down there, right over there past the tree line. I'm going to go ahead and take it. And I'm going to go ahead and move me and my homeboys or homegirls, if you have any, inside this here house. And I'm going to give them anything that I could possibly think of, an excuse, just to get this here house because I like how it looks. And then the state that you in ain't even going to question you for legal documentation showing that you own the house. What kind of daggone state is that, family? Oh my goodness, I would not ever want to be in a position like this. No. Whew. But let's continue because this is a foolish mess.
The house. This time, the bank finally pressed charges.
They said this time. So the bank being new, they ain't did nothing. The first couple of times, they waited till this time when the man actually acquired paperwork now to go and say that he owns something. Why are y'all waiting until it got that far? That's crazy. If you really own the property, bank, wouldn't you sit there and make a stand like before the man actually went to the courthouse and got the daggone clerk of court to type up the stuff so he could show that he owns something that he ain't got no ownership in? Which is going to bring me to my first precept. We're going to go ahead and go to the Torah because these young men, they don't know nothing about no law. Well, they do. They know law about getting a house, but the law that they need to know is a fundamental of the Torah, and they don't know that. Deuteronomy 19 verse 14, and it states, from the Most High Yahweh. You shall not move your neighbor's landmark set up by previous generations in the property that will be allotted to you in the land that Yahweh, your Elohim God, is giving you to possess. Now, family, this definitely speaks against trespassing and squatting. What these men is out here doing, trying to claim a space that is not theirs, trying to claim a space that they willfully saw. And they said, I'm going to covet and I'm going to take it. God, they ain't put no daggone rights or no work into owning this piece of property right here. Y'all go on Zillow or something like that. Y'all around here trying to take people's houses and stuff. This Torah law, it condemns those who violate the rightful boundaries of another. Okay? And these men violated the people who try to move in them houses. Okay? 3 times already. They done violated the men's, and then they done violated the bank. Okay? They done all this violation to any and everybody because once again, they wanted to move a marker that they ain't even had no position, put their little nasty, filthy hands on it. They just wanted to move the marker so they could take ownership of something that does not belong to them, which again is very much covet. And you ain't supposed to be doing none of that. But let's continue.
Arrested for trespassing. He has not returned since, but real estate attorney Dennis McQueen says records show Tunsell has filed at least 5 documents with the Harris County Clerk's Office since September, alleging he has a God-given right to this home while it is literally owned by a bank.
There's people out there that are looking to take advantage of.
I object. Y'all better leave the Most High Yah up out of your foolishness, Kahani or whatever your name is. Don't bring Yah into that. He clearly told you can't take something that don't belong to you from somebody else who it actually belongs to. So what you trying to squat in the land or property that ain't yours, sir, y'all ain't with that foolishness. And the fact that you gonna bring him up in your court documents shows you is you crazy, baby. You crazy as hell, okay? Just so you know. But let's go ahead and let these people talking, okay? Let's go ahead and let them finish talking because I got one more precept. We're going to wrap this up.
You know, the fact that banks don't move fast. I don't know what they get out of it because these people will never get ownership of the property. Maybe they'll get a place to stay for a week or 2 weeks or 2 months, but at the end of the day, they get nothing.
But a jail ticket.
Now, McQueen tells me if you have a bank-owned empty property on your street, it's important you get that bank's contact information or the realtor's information because if somebody tries to move in, only the owners of the property can file criminal charges. You and I can be concerned and call the police a number of times, but there's no guarantee that any charges can be filed.
Now, y'all heard that? She done said some educational, fundamental, informative information. I kind of wish she wouldn't have said it out loud on the camera though, but she said that us, people with common sense, we can call the law as much as we want to, and they can come out there as much as they going to, right? And they can continue to talk to whomever is sitting inside that house. Can't nobody do nothing unless the owners of the house, the premises, the bank, God, they the only ones who can file the charges. You know what I'm saying? She shouldn't have said that out loud because now you got these daggone people who like to do this squat and stuff. Now they really going to be listening to what you just said, ma'am. And they going to take advantage of all that. All right now. And that last law I'm going to bring to you is going to be Exodus chapter 20, verse 15. And y'all should know this very, very well. You shall not steal. And baby, what they on here doing on this daggone camera? Stealing. They stealing. Ooh. Yeah, don't have no mercy. Just correct them because they need it. Shalom, Bear Kai.
Chapter 13, you close range, I'm deadly for